I guess that the tough bit of this is that you have said, and a lot of people would agree with you, that America has to really rethink guns at the moment, particularly with what's been going on. And yet people say, hold on a second, this film is guns and guns and guns.
Yeah, sure.
So is there an element of hypocrisy in that, do you think?
Well, I mean, first of all, what I said was we can't have a sensible conversation about it, which is true because it's so intensely personal for us.
Even the idea of not allowing people with on the watch list to pick
right,
up
that's just been
guns.
voted down.
Yeah.
Right. So to give you an idea of how, you know, it's we have to try to figure out a way to try to keep guns out of the hands of people like Adam Lanza, right? This guy in Sandy Hook, and you know, without infringing on people's Second Amendment rights. Sandy Hook was horrific, and if that didn't do it, I don't know what would. Right.
It's 20 years since Good Will Hunting now, and I read that at that moment you took a really, really bold personal decision to take yourself out of university, take yourself out of college, and go into acting. And it was a heck of a jump to do at the time. What motivated you?
I did also, I mean, I didn't drop out of college. I took an extended leave of absence, which I'm still on.
You haven't been back yet.
So, but I had a job, so I got a movie that was going to be a huge smash hit called Geronimo, an American Legend. You know, so that was my
that
big.
Went well.
Yeah. So obviously that was a huge bomb, and but it was a great experience. And Ben also got a TV show at that time, so that helped pay our rent, and we were working on the screenplay, and so we had money in the pocket. We were, you know, we weren't living high on the hog, but we were fine, and you know, we were getting our work done.
And of course, that was a film partly about science and so forth. My favourite Matt Damon film, I have to say, is The Martian, which was
thank
a
you.
great film.
Thank you.
But
Well, that's Ridley Scott, yeah.
Ridley Scott, another great director.
Yes.
But what's interesting there about is a different kind of hero, because I guess to my kids' generation, the real heroes are not the guys running around with the guns, they're the scientists, they're the geeks. And that moment where you say, I'm going to science the hell out of this,
Right.
Makes it a different kind of hero. Just tell me a little bit about working on that film. And
It was, I mean, I'm ashamed to say how easy it was because of Ridley. You know, we sat down in pre-production with the script, and he walked me through every page, told me exactly what he was going to do. And over the next couple months, that's exactly what he did. 6 o'clock, the whistle blew, everyone went home, we all went and had dinner together. I mean, it was like working at a bank or something. It was like a routine that was
And this is
incredible.
a man who is not in the first flush of youth. He's not, but it felt like a young man's film.
He is a young man at heart. I mean, his soul is he's got so much energy and so much passion for what he does. You know, it's funny. It's like Clint. You know, when I worked with Clint Eastwood, you know, in his late 70s at the time as well, and the same thing. I mean, just charging out of bed in the morning, like ready to go, and more energy than anybody on the set. And you meet these guys who are just legends. They're masters of what they do, and it's that incredible combination of like virtuosity and talent plus experience. You know, 40, 50 years of experience, and still a passion for doing it, and it's just electric to be around. It's wonderful.